What's going on, Musketeers? My name is Nicholas Ventiquattro here with another video, and today I will be showing you guys a tutorial of how you can get very good looking videos and even including audio. And this is where I even edit my own videos, which is called Premiere Pro. So if you want your audio from sound like this to sound like this by using this great method, by using Premiere Pro on your computer, your Mac, or anywhere. But without further ado, let's get started. Oh, don't forget, before we get started, be sure to always make sure your microphone or your camera audios are hitting right at exactly 12 dB. You do not want to go over 12 dB or hitting the red. If you hit the red, it's going to be clipping the audio, which is going to sound very, very bad. And you're going to hear a little bit more hiss into the camera, even the microphone. So if you have a microphone that has very high with audio and volume, like this one right here, you can hear right now, sorry about that. This is the Movo VXR10, and I'm basically using without the wind muff. I don't know where it is. It's right over here if you guys can see, and I shouldn't look over there. But anyways, guys, I'm using without the wind muff, and this is overall a very, very good, cheap looking microphone, and even the specs of it could be much more amazing than the Rode Micro, which is about $60. But first of all, you're not getting that extra 6 decibels louder than the Movo microphone, and you have a much more frequency base. What's a frequency base? Yes, frequency base, which this makes this microphone very, very, very not cheap sound quality overall. But overall, without further ado, let's head right to the computer and start doing these audio and camera stuff. Okay guys, here we are at Premiere Pro 2018. Now, you're only probably wondering, but why you still use Premiere Pro 2018 this year? Well, it's quite simple, because for some stupid reason that Premiere Pro does not allow GPU acceleration in 2019 and 2020 of Premiere Pro CC, which is utterly ridiculous and stupid and baloney. But, and also for this particular Premiere Pro, this is crack. This is for free. Link will be down in the description below, so you can download for free if you want to check it out. But it requires high end of your computer to be powerful to run Premiere Pro very good. Okay guys, so here we are with this whole entire sequence. It's been open. I've regularly open the regular file of the which is called the project, if you see over here, or the program audio test Movo VXR10, whatever you can call it, because I'm using the microphone, which is called the Movo VXR10. I'm using the blue snowball ice for the computer. So first thing you need to do, it's like right now it's completely blank. See, it's all empty. So if we start playing here, this is the audio sounds with the wind muff. Oh boy, that's a problem. So guys, you basically understand when it comes to actually adjusting your audios in your basic on your Movo VXR10 or any particular microphone, it's going to sound like that. But we can actually improve it. So before I can do so, I usually adjust from the end, the beginning, like it's quiet over here, and the middle portion, before that line hits, I go to the middle. But whatever. But anyway, so sorry about that. So I know it's completely blank, so one more time if you guys want to hear. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. No audio indeed. So first let's focus on quality. So this is like before, this is after. Before, after. Now, how do you get that? Well, it's quite simple. You click on color right over here, and you will see all of this. I know it's going to be like imitating or irritating, whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many stuff. Well, because Premiere Pro, it's very advanced for advanced videographers, of course. So, you're going to be having a quite of default, like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, all that kind of stuff. You basically know what it means. So, your best buddy too is going to be your lumetri scopes. It will basically show you all the color scopes it has. It has red, white, blue, and green, like right here, the bracelet. So you see all of this? This is where it all comes into play. So if I click over here and we come back over here, look at this. This is perfect. You see, you do not want to underexpose the shadows to in a basic under 0, or it's going to be negative. You do not want to have that. So this is why negative 8.1 comes into play. And also, you might probably thinking, Mike, why is it underexposed? Or overexposed, whatever. But here's the reason. So if you go click on creativity or creative, right, by doing this, ready? So you were here before, click on that, and click on that. And you'll bring it up to here. Now, GC Cinestar Rect 709, that is very, very important, because if you do not have that basic look, you're going to be basically getting those purple, like this, for example, is not going to turn out to be red. It's going to be turning out a little bit purple, which we do not want to have. And speaking with that, you will see there's basic contrast. Contrast is a very important play when it comes to getting great picture quality. So how it's quite simple, here it goes. So you click over here, which I already did. You go browse, click over here. You hear my click. And then you will basically go this PC, then click on your desktop. For me, this is personally for me. If you basically, Direct 709 log will be down in the description below, so you guys can check it out to actually download it and basically put it wherever you want to. So I go Premiere Pro look, and then you go to ground controls, Cinestar Rect 709, click over here, and then you can go over here or you can go over there. But for now, click over here and then press open, and then this, which I, oopsie daisy. Now the command I did was Control Z, which goes previous back, and then it will undo the changes that you've done. Okay, so once I've undo the changes, which that was a basic command I show you guys about, and now it's done. So once that is applied, you'll be good. But first, it will look like this. Like, what the freak? Why does it look like that? Well, I have a good tip to help you guys. And yeah. So, before tint balance is like negative 15.7 and faded 0, blah, blah, blah. If you go over here, it's going to be 0, 0. Once you've played around the settings, it's going to look like this. This is masterpiece. You see all the contrast right down there in the shadows. It's perfect. It's like it's been applied to every single bit of it. It's great. Here's the settings that I've used, or the presets I use for this one right here. So the settings I use, which is temperature -5, tint 3.9, exposure 1, contrast -100, highlights -1.6, shadows 12.4, whites 83.8, blacks -8.1, and also striation, which the colors overall, the peaks, I go for 110.3. Now it's gonna look like that. And here are the others, which I basically see. Just take a second right here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're getting out here. Curves. This is the major key to the best way to get it, your picture good as possible. So first of all, you might see that it's going to be a straight line overall. It's going to be like that. If you want to double click right here, 1, 2, set it to regular, but we do not want that. So it looks right. Ready? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's more corrected like that. And I'll stop. Okay, so it's going to look like that right here. So I want to do for here, because we have a lot of going on, so I don't make it like an S curve. So it goes down like this and go right over here. This is for basic light, and this is for basic the shadows. And you barely see any grain going on in the background, which is nice. I leave these perfectly straight because I think overall it looks perfectly fine. And this is what it looks like right here. If you want to move the colors around, you can, but it's no matter. All right, so once that is done, let me see what this is again. Blah blah blah. Yep. And color wheels. I don't basically mess around with the color wheels because, yeah, overall, it's fine overall with the shadows and stuff. But when it comes to using this, I'm like, oh, it looks not good. Don't do that. Just leave it at that. If you're in a place, or for example like that, you gotta go to the exact place. I'm like in this living room over here, and I turn on the light, and it basically looks like this. I want to try to make it exactly the same. So if you use my settings, I think it would look like yours too. Very useful. I never mess with this, and yeah. Okay, so that is your color or lumetri color. So this is look like to not garbage. Pretty amazing overall. Okay, now we're gonna go right to the audio. Now this is the most important thing when it comes to getting great videos overall. Like the hears are more important. So before you can actually play the video or do anything else, you gotta wear like these earbuds or headphones. These are the only earbuds that is very sufficient for me. And yeah. Okay, so you got your earbuds, your headphones right away on your ears. And then let's just start playing this and see or hear how overall this sounds. Here we go. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. That's a problem. Okay, so first thing first, out of noise reduction. So if you're here, click on effects and then type out of noise reduction. You drag this over here to your clip, let go, and then this will appear. So click on this little arrow, you go edit, boom. So this is what the settings I use for out of noise reduction. I never mess around with this. Excuse me. Okay. Reduce noise by 13 dBs. This is very important when it comes to loud background noise or hiss that's annoying in the background, which is we do not want to have for the audio. So out of noise reduction reduces background noises and hisses, which I mentioned about. 13 dB noisiness, I leave 0, which I basically do not mess around. So for example, if I play this, so if I move this over here and I go here and boom, 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 click over here, boom. So I'm in a loop, which might be annoying. So how to get that loop? It's pretty simple. You go over here, click on that plus, and then you gotta find that kind of simple. It's gonna be basically down here, go over here and hold it, and then you could drag down over here, which I already did, and yeah. Now overall, it's gonna be creating this kind of loop, so it can continuously play overall. I'm sorry about that, which can sometimes be very annoying. So it sounds like this. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. This is the audio. So it sounds like that. It continues playing overall. So overall, you've basically overall looked this settings of the out of noise reduction already. So oh yeah, single threshold. This is important. If you have this to 0, it's gonna be like it takes a little bit, couple seconds to get rid of that background noise. But if you had it to between negative I'm sorry about that 10 decibels to 20, it's automatically gone. So it's like it's gone right away like that. Very, very useful. I do not want to go over because sometimes it's my personal opinion. So you guys checked around these settings, you can do it right away, and yeah. So that which get rid of background noise. Now next clip you gotta do next is parametric equalizer. This is very good because of that low and high end of your voice. So parametric equalizer, same thing here. Let go, boom. And you click over here. See that FX? So if you see that slash right over here, that means it's disabled. So if you do there, it will be enabled. So now, once you're done, or actually you've enabled this effects logo, or sign, whatever, or symbol, now you click edit, and you will see all of this right here. So overall, it's going to be like straight out of a horizontal line. But for the Movo VXR10, for me, I personally go around here. So if you look over all these settings, be sure to pay close attention. And don't forget about this. So this right here, you need to make sure it's like this right here, not like that overall. Click here. See that? Huge change, which is great. So if I click on here, this is the audio sounds with the wind muff. That's great overall. So disable. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry about that. Parametric equalizer disabled. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. Two. This is the audio sounds with. That's much more better for a low end overall for your voice if you have a deep voice. So once you see these settings, if you play around, click exit over here, and now the next thing you need to do is mastering. This is another very useful one right here. This is good for your voice and everything to get great audio. So click on the arrow, go on mastering, click the FX enabled, click on edit, and you'll see this. So just take your time. If you have a Movo VXR10, copy these settings and paste it right to your clip or your mastering, and then you will get this kind of audio. So if we go to before mastering's off, this is the audio sounds with the wind muff. Two. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. And you will see this, you will hear this more high and low end overall. And reverb is going to be basically 20 overall. So it's going to be like an echo like this. This is the audio sounds. Yeah, you hear the echo overall, but you got to bring it all the way down to 0. Please do. This is the audio sounds. Yep. So, never mess around with these settings. I never do. There's a YouTuber who used this kind of settings, and yes, I did. And it's much better overall with the high and low ends, pretty much. So once you're done, click exit. Very good for your voice. Next is multi-band compressor. This is, I think, overall my secret sauce overall for this. Multi-band compressor is great for if your audio is quiet and if you want to boost up and improve the audio quality, not the volume of it. This is the key way to go. So same thing, click FX, that slash gone, click on the arrow, scroll down if you want, click on edit, and you'll see all this. You're like, what the freak is all that kind of stuff? Like, right there. Because this microphone has very good frequency bass, and it's very deep for my voice. So if you copy these settings that I have right here and paste it right to your timeline or your clip, you're gonna have great audio. So I usually bring down the gain to -10. Sometimes when you bring down the gain, sometimes it can introduce low hissing of the audios, which is amazing. And margin, this is very important because when it comes to hitting 0, you do not want to hit that, because if you leave it to 0, for example, it's going to hit that red. You do not want to hit the red. It's a big no-no. So overall, it's going to hit it right around here or there, whatever. So after all that, let's disable, go all the way to the beginning and press play. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. Yes, overall over there. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. Ready? This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. And you see all these kind of good stuff over here. And that's great. That's good. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. You want to see all these kind of good colors. That's great. If you make your audio clips too bassy, it's gonna be very extremely annoying, which we do not want to have. So that's before and after. So now we have 2 more effects to go after you copy the settings to your clips. So here we go. Okay, next we're gonna be using hard limiter or applying hard limiter, which is a great thing to get huge amount of great audio. So same thing over here, click on the X, you're gonna type hard limiter and drag it right down over here and let go. And then I'm gonna basically do the same thing. If you already apply your effect, click on that dash, you've already did, click on that arrow, scroll down, edit, and you see this. Now, I never mess around with these settings. This is the best thing how to actually avoid your audio clipping all the way to that red, which we do not want to have. So you go presets, you look over here, click on that arrow, and then scroll or look all the way down and click on this setting right here, which will actually do increases the volume and audio up, and it does not clip the audio to negative or 0 overall, which we do not want to have. So once you see these settings, you've already applied it. So let's just go be before and after. So this is going to be before. Ready?
This is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
And
this is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
You can already tell that the audio sounds fan-freaking-tastic. So if you want to hear one more time, be my guest. If you want to skip it, you can. So for you guys, here it goes again.
This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
Perfect. And the audio does not clip to over -3 decibels. Thank gosh for that. Now we have one more clip to apply, which sometimes YouTubers do not use overall to make quiet audio or voices to make them much louder, and louder audio to make them quiet. So here goes nothing. So now you gotta type in dynamics, not the obsolete one. Do not use obsolete. Use dynamics, drag over there to your clip and apply to it for the same thing. I don't need to explain once. Scroll down, click on edit, boom. Now, you might see default right here, which we do not want to have. I go to click on this arrow, soft compressor. So you won't introduce echo into it. So if I go all the way here, and this is a great thing because for the quiet audio, it makes them louder, and the louder audio goes quieter. So now let's just play before and after. So ready?
This is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
And
this is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
Oh man, that sounds so much better. And that's great, because if you see all these settings right over here, you get a notice on that awesome good stuff or goodness that you can have to improve your audio. So if you loved it a lot, let's play it one more time before to after.
This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. This is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
It's perfect. It's freaking fantastic. This is like literally the best thing you can do. Oh, and don't forget, you need to apply your limiter and apply your compressor to order make your settings apply to it. Threshold is -20. Ratio is 1.9, which I do not mess with. Release is 100 ms. Makeup, it depends on your audio. If it's quiet or loud, you can make it to 7 whatever. For my sense, if you want to do the same thing as I do, you can do that. Press on the limiter or click on the limiter, and this is great for when it comes to the audio's clipping to -0, which we do not want to have, or the reds, we do not want to. This limiter, that's when it occurs. That's a great thing, and overall, good thing for that to improve your audio. Now, once that is done, now let's do a before and after test. So Here we go. Let's just go before and after. Ready?
This is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
And
this is the audio sounds with the wind muff.
Much better overall. I am feeling really much happy for this audio to be improved. And even the picture quality overall. And here's some other tests that I've done as well. So you guys can get a glimpse. This is with the wind muff, which basically does not have that high end. So here's the difference. So if we go over here, ready? Go.
This is the audio sounds with the wind muff. This is the audio sounds without the wind muff.
You guys can pretty much understand that without using a wind muff, you hear more of this high end of your clip. See how crisp it sounds.
This is the audio sounds without the wind muff.
It's perfecto. It's perfection. And overall, I have other two clips that I basically have to actually show you guys about, to give it a brief example when it comes to facing the Movo VXR10 this way of the background, which is the cardioid of the microphone. So this is what it sounds like without the wind muff first.
This is the audio sounds without the wind muff and even the...
So I know it sounds quiet overall, and that's a great thing. This is when it comes to dynamics. So let's do without dynamics. Are you ready? Go.
This is the audio sounds without the wind muff and even the backside of the microphone.
Fingers, we have dynamics. And guess what? Before and?
This is the audio sounds without the wind muff and even the backside of the microphone.
Pretty good overall, and this is with the wind muff.
This is the audio sounds with the wind muff of the backside of the microphone.
Good job on listening and following directions, because this sometimes can be pain in the butt when it comes to actually playing around with the settings. And there you guys have it with Premiere Pro of how I edit my videos to get great audio and quality picture. And this is, if not one of my favorite things to do when it comes to using Premiere Pro, when it comes to vlogging like this or anything. I will maybe or may not do like the settings for OBS. I might actually do that in the future. It depends on my schedule. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting this channel overall. If you liked it, be sure to smash the like button and click on the notification bell right into my forehead for constant uploads. Be sure to like the video if you like it or not, or dislike if you don't like the video, which I do not want to see all the dislikes. I want to see all the likes for your support and everything. Comment if you like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe for more notification bell. And after that, we'll see you all in the next one. See you later, guys.